So let's start our assignment 7. So in this assignment, we will learn about text processing commands. So there are commands in order to automate our processes. So step 1 is counting words and lines in our files. So in order to do that, we can use VC commands to count words, lines, and characters in our files. So let's try this command by writing to our Ubuntu. So, so here we can see how many paragraphs we have and how many words, how many characters we have. We have two paragraphs in our file actually, and we have um, we have 59 lines and 363 words. So let's check it manually. For example, it was in our folder file 1. So let's go to our file and file 1. Let's open it. So here we can see that we have two paragraphs and about it's white as the characters is about like 300 characters, and as the lines is more than about 60. So it's right, everything is working, everything is correct. So let's go to the next step. Next one is searching text in files. So using the grep command, we can actually search specific text in our files. So for example, we can search the word example, or in our case, we will search something else. So we should write this command. So let's write this command to our terminal, grep. So let's search the word function because we mentioned function in our text file. Function. So here we can see the whole text where the word function is mentioned, and the word is actually highlighted with red, so it's more visible to us in order to understand context more clearly, and we can see the word. It is in file 2. We find the word function. So it's working perfectly fine. Everything's working. Next step. So next one is actually sort files, file contents. And so we can sort actually contents of our file alphabetically. In order to do that, we can actually write this command to our terminal. So it is sort new folder. So let's sort file 4 by alphabetical order. So here, actually in the, let's see, original file also in order to understand how it works. So we'll go to our new folder and let's open it. So here you can see the order. It's not alphabetical. I just wrote it. So it's name first, then Timur, then John. It is original file, file 4. Here we did sorting by alphabetical order. So basically, if we don't write anything here after sort, it means alphabetical order. If we want to order in like numerical, we should write n, or if we want to do in the reverse order, we can write r here after sort. But in our case, it's alphabetical because there is nothing after sort. So we sorted our file 4 automatically, and here are results. John, John, it's first because in alphabetical order, G comes first, then N, then T. So it is in alphabetical order. It's working. So next one is cutting and displaying parts of file, which we know. And in this uh, step, we should display first column of file. So it should be tab separated using the cut command. So let's try this. We can use the cut command. So let's go to terminal, cut command F1. So here you can see that we cut it first part of our text. So there was actually original one. So we had 3 columns, let's call it, and the first column was name. It was Timur, name, and John. And here, because of we did first column, we got name, Timur, and John. So we can try actually doing something like F1 my new folder file for it file for.txt. Let's do it, for example, F2 here. So you can see we get a second column, which is age 21, 20. So here we get um, ages of 2 people. So it's actually related to that. So it's working. We can easily work with that. So about automated task, we have reflection. So the question is, how can these text processing commands can be useful in automating tasks? So we see a couple examples of all of them. I think it's clear that it actually helps a lot with finding like words or finding specific words, specific numbers in our file. It can be a very big file, so it has some kind of And for example, it's very clear that, for example, we might be working on some kind of um, things that are important. For example, we can sort a list of names. It can be students or it can be colleagues we are working with. And if we want to, for example, organize it by like alphabetical order, we can easily use this command uh, we earlier actually used it. So by this command, we can automatically order by alphabetical, like maybe it can be like thousands of people automatically, and it's very uh, effective way to deal with it. Or we can not also by alphabetical, we can order by numbers. For example, if they have like a salary, by we can do sorting by numerically, which means that from very lower price to higher prices. So the person who gets the highest will be, for example, first, and the lowest will be the last in our list. So it's actually very effective, and it saves a lot of time, our time. And I think it's very important to know. So next question is, what are some other scenarios where grep and sort can be applied? I think, for example, if we're talking about grep, we can, for example, have like list of, um, let's say, students, and in that list of students, actually, we can filter about like um, students who get highest score, for example, students who get above 70, so they pass the course. So by this, grep function will help, this command will help. About sort, um, sort can arrange this kind of students by their names. For example, we have, let's say, like six, maybe from out of 25 students, only 20 students get higher than 78%. So by this, we use the grep command, and we can sort these 20 people using sort that, for example, by their names. So it will be in alphabetical order, or we can score even by their scores, like what's their grade from the highest to lowest, or otherwise from the lowest to highest. So it can be very easy to do this. And about the second thing about this kind of processing commands in automating tasks, I think we seen very clearly in our example, for example, uh, this kind of case, for example, here. So we actually tried finding the word function. So in our company, in the future life, in professional life, it can be very useful because, for example, we want to find all the mentions of the word budget in our, let's say, in our financial statement. We know that financial statements are usually like 100 or maybe 200 pages. So I think by using this function, we can actually save a lot of time. And by doing, for example, grep budget, we will have all the text where the word budget is mentioned, and we can save a lot of time by doing that. So I think it's very one of the things that very useful because of automating tasks.